So a cord fell loose.
Like like your your power cord for your computer or something?
Something like that, yeah, and it came loose. And I put it back
Right,
in.
you're supposed to be a responsible woman.
I'm not.
You know how old you are? Old enough to be responsible.
I
You're
don't
old
care.
enough. Huh?
I said I don't
How
care. Anyways,
how do how how do you just constantly manage to find new random ways to have tech issues?
I don't know. Wait a minute. Oh my god. There's Shigastan over here.
What?
Then at 7 there's
Uh
Republic of Shigastan.
okay, right. Discord stream got cut out.
Oh right, I forgot. Hold on. There's two Shigastans. There's one at 1 and one at 7. There's two different Shigastans.
Yay, more Shigatstan.
That is
Wait,
definitely more Shigastan than usual.
wait. Oh my gosh, Shigastan. Republic of Shigastan is a multiplayer state. There's 3 city-states, morning, midday, and night. Oh my god, it's part of Ambrose Restaurants. This is a menu. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, no, I misread that. I thought it said Shigastan factions. Never mind. Yep, and this is a Republic. Okay, so this isn't the horse. It's a literal Republic of Shigastan.
The horse has his own republic.
Why are you surprised?
I'm not.
They had a civil war
Over what?
that broke out between the government-based Communist Party of Shigastan and rebels from the Islamic opposition.
Wait, Shigastan is a communist country? I don't know why. I don't know why that actually that's actually startling to me. Is Shigastan a based horse? Then again, if it's a communist country, it's probably state,
Yeah.
fucking more authoritarian leaning, which is less than ideal.
Are you happy with Shigastan or unhappy?
I am neutral now. The Republic of Shigastan has me feeling neutral.
Alright, first actual SCP. Alright. Item SCP-1201-JP, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. 1201-JP is to be contained by being covered with a structure disguised as a lake bed. Civilians' access to the area surrounding 1201-JP is restricted to the extent that it is not unnatural. Anyone who ignores the provided warnings and comes closer to 1201-JP is to be detained, and in the case that 1201-JP has witnessed, an amnestic should be administered if deemed necessary. Unauthorized contact between Foundation personnel and 1201-JP-B is strictly prohibited. While there have not been any cases of -B attempting to leave containment area, motion sensors must be monitoring the containment area at all times. Alright, description. 1201-JP consists of a building designated as -A, and a group of humanoids who are active in said building designated as -B. That exists at the bottom of Redacted Lake and Redacted Prefecture.
Okay, they're like those bozos who are obsessed with making houses underwater in Minecraft. Good to know.
Dash A is a building that is approximately 90 meters in length and has an outside and inside appearance similar to a Japanese retail electronics store known as Yamada Denki. On the south side,
Okay.
yeah. On the south side, there seems to be a large opening considered the main entrance, along with the 8 smaller doors for employees and an opening on the north side for goods delivery. However, there has been no confirmation of a delivery being made ever since the object was contained by the Foundation. There is a parking lot on the rooftop of the basement of Dash A, and on Saturdays and Sundays, a Dash B can be seen directing traffic. Products displayed in Dash A are the same as those sold in a typical electronics store, and they possess no anomalies. However, the inside of Dash A is filled with lake water, and the products other than airtight components are submerged in said water. Any products in the store can be bought or taken home, and they will work without error if they are properly tried out. However, the product is not being actively monitored by either human sight or camera. The product will disappear at random. So you buy it, you place it on the table, you turn around to get yourself like a cup of coffee or something, turn back, and it's just gone.
This fucking electronics store is gaslighting its customers.
Dash B will start appearing every morning at around 7 o'clock from a location that is not being monitored, and during business hours, 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Around 40 will appear and act as if there are employees at the electronics store. After business hours, the number slowly starts decreasing, and all will be gone at around 24 o'clock. Each instance of 1201-B shares the same DNA as a Japanese male by the name of Redacted, who is still alive, and the visual appearances are highly similar as well. However, B do not share the same memories as the man, and there are no confirmed connections between 1201-JP and Redacted Lake it resides in and the man in question. Each B has roles such as putting up displays, running the cash registers, unpacking products, along with many other responsibilities, and they are able to tell each other apart. However, they do not seem to possess individual names, rather calling each other by whatever they are responsible for. Each B is assigned a rank and or a job, and they will perform activities that relate to the task assigned to the individual. There's going to be one of them is unfortunately named Toilet.
Don't say that. Don't
No,
say that.
no, there
It,
wouldn't.
if there's a bathroom in that electronics store, someone would have to go and clean the toilets.
They would be named janitor.
Oh.
Hatchet's right.
The people who clean toilets are not called, like, their job description is not toilet. Their job description is janitor. Are you what are you
I think I broke
You make me
Hatchet.
angry sometimes. You make me angry sometimes with your stupidity.
Examples
Right?
of yeah,
Right?
yes.
I love you, but sometimes you make me question what's the point of having a brain anymore? Why should I suffer having a brain when you clearly have gotten through this much of your life without one?
Maybe.
Is that overly mean? I don't know.
Nah. Anyways.
Maybe a part of my maybe a part of why I take extra offense to that one is my mom worked as a janitor for a long while.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Fun fact. My one uncle that's still alive, that is a good person, is actually a head janitor.
Nice.
Damn, nice.
Janitors make the world go round.
He is
Do not,
awesome.
do not, do not call janitors toilet.
Agreed.
I guess unless they want to. There's some people that'd be into that.
Yeah.
I don't think my uncle would be interested in being called toilet.
I mean, that's fair.
I do feel bad for janitors sometimes when people do senior pranks and they just use like permanent marker on a whiteboards. That was a prank before.
Oh,
And the janitors
God.
have to be the one to clean it.
Yeah,
To be fair,
like
I'm
real
pretty
talk.
sure there's worse things to clean up than that.
Yeah.
No, my real talk. Any senior prank that does not take into account that they need to avoid causing difficulties for just like the average Joes that are doing their job are not worth doing.
Yeah.
I agree.
Way too many senior pranks do not take like the fucking existence and humanity of cleanup staff into account.
Yeah, also, it is still public property, so if it's permanent damage that the cleanup staff can't fix, then literally it would cost the school and thus the public extra money just to fix something that shouldn't need to be fixed. Just do something harmless like take a chicken to school, like someone in my school did when I was in high school.
That's really funny.
I actually remember one of the worst pranks I've ever seen where 4 glitter bombs were set off in an administrative office.
Oh, fuck
What did
you.
they have against the janitors and the teachers?
I don't
The
know.
hell kind of no.
Like, I
No.
remember the only senior prank that I remember having been done at my high school was one that I think is like the perfect in between in this respect, and it was basically they went into the principal's office and covered everything in sticky notes. Everything was post-it notes that they bought with their own money.
I think my senior year, the seniors were just too tired or something and decided the senior prank is we just don't go to school for one day. So none of the seniors showed up for one day.
Okay, that's barely a prank, but whatever, you do you. At least it's not intrusive.
Ugh. I still can't get over that glitter bomb. Oh
Yeah, that's
god.
just
And it was 4 of them.
my favorite activity is ensuring that everyone in the school administrative office gets to consume microplastics forever.
Man, if I was that kid, I'd be worried that all the teachers now hate me.
You just suddenly go from a straight A student to having all Fs, and you're like, oh no, I fucked around and I found out.
Yeah.
And on the note of the report card is, we know it was you.
They just send like the fucking like the Dark Brotherhood Skyrim message that's just like the black hand and we know as their report card.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay, this
Back to the
got
SCP.
derailed. Let's get
Yeah.
back on track.
Yeah. Anyways, examples of activities performed by -B. 1. Wears a standard uniform for Yamada Denki and has a name tag with manager written on it. No name given, will sometimes give instructions to other -B. 2. Wears a standard uniform for Yamada Denki and has a name tag with supervisor written on it. Will sometimes give instructions to work requests to -B that are not the manager. Number 3. Wears a standard uniform for Yamada Denki and has a blank name tag. will sometimes give instructions to work requests to -B that are not the manager nor the supervisor. Number 4, wears a uniform for security guards. Individuals in the parking lot have a traffic wand. Individuals in the store have a handgun.
Oh, well, okay, that's out of character for a Japanese store, I think.
That's because guns are very tightly regulated in Japan.
Yeah.
Well, apparently not here.
You can actually get arrested and have serious fines if you're carrying a gun in Japan without like any of the protections or anything else like that.
Damn.
Well, yeah. Granted, that's not particularly novel. Most of the world has more gun restrictions like that, but
Yeah.
Japan is extra about it.
Yeah.
I can't exactly blame them.
Yeah.
I also just distinctly remember when I was first watching Death Note as a wee little dingus,
Mm-hmm.
and I was so confused when like a police chief character who was no longer police chief refused to wield a gun because he was technically no longer a police officer, so he'd be breaking the law. And my brain was like, but gun, but is gun. My American brain could not comprehend.
Alright, 5. Wears gray overalls.
Overwalls.
Wears gray coveralls. Overalls. Tasked with unpacking products, making packages, and transporting goods in a backyard. 6. Wears gray coveralls. Raises their hands in the air in a backyard. That's all they do? They just raise their hands.
I mean, hey, if you could get, if listen, if I could get paid to just stand there and raise my hands occasionally, I would. That sounds like a dream job.
Wait,
Aside from the severe boredom.
right, wait, what the fuck is this? Number 7, wears a black coat and a school cap. Connects time to a rope and air conditioning system.
What's that one there?
Multiple observers made the same comment.
That's okay.
I don't know what that means.
I have to assume that might be a mistranslation.
Connecting time to a rope in the air conditioning system.
As we all know, it's a standard retail job to take Kronos, father of Hades, and tie him to an air conditioning unit. That's what Hades 2 is all about, right?
No.
Yeah, anyways. Inside of -A, the usual music played at Yamada Denki stores do not play. Music other than Yamada Denki's theme song differs from any music played by any artist that has been published to this day. The following is a list of examples of music that plays inside of -A. Examples of music played in -A. 1. Song length 1 minute. Theme song from Yamada Denki. The only song that is also played in all normal stores. Number 2. Song length 4 minutes and 30 seconds. A not yet published work that heavily uses synthesizers and a chorus. Typically played 4/4 time, but will randomly switch to 3/4 time. 3. Song length 7 minutes and 11 seconds. A type of gamelan, no unusual aspects. Number 4. Song length 2 seconds. Usually only sounds like white noise, but when slowed down, the phrase "pull the strings from the darkness" repeats 61 times.
What the fuck? They just hiding fucking ARG bullshit in their in their in their fucking special music.
Yes. Number 5. Song length 5 minutes and 44 seconds. An audio recording of the branches of an oleander swaying in the wind and brushing against each other. Oleanders are very red. A figure of speech. Number 6. Song length 3 minutes and 7 seconds. A song intercepted visually. When a song is playing, the surroundings can be seen through auditory senses. Number 7. Song length 77 minutes. An ant and an Easter lily. A figure of speech. That's the only description of the song. An ant and an Easter lily.
Okay. I like an ant. But I also like an Easter lily.
Number 8. Song length 4 minutes and 1 second. An audio recording of a conversation between the heart, stomach, and liver. The majority are complaints about alcohol and meat. A figure of speech, god damn it.
Okay.
Oh my god. Addendum 1. There have been criticisms from time to time about there being abstract and subjective portions of descriptions of the activities of 1201-JP-B and the songs played in the store. However, these are the result of the testimonies given by containment specialists for 1201-JP, along with D-Class personnel and Foundation junior researchers that participated in observational studies. It is possible to list the specific BPM and chord progressions of the songs. However, the subjective statements were chosen as they give a better description of 1201-JP. These statements are similar to statements such as an uplifting song or an energetic song, and accuracy can only be understood by actually observing the song it's oneself. Okay, where's the group actually coming in?
I don't see them.
I guess next SCP.
Yeah, because it's just talking about a convenience store. Not a convenience store, an
I
electronics
mean, the
store.
convenience store was nifty, but it had nothing to do with the group.
An electronics store at the bottom of a lake. And all staffed by some random bozo's clones.
Why does it look sad?
Because it looks sad.
Oh, this entity...
That is a...
Huh?
That is a very interesting critter.
Oh my
It is
gosh.
a Sigra antelope.
I read ahead.
Yeah,
and,
that's right there.
yeah, I read ahead and oh my god. We're gonna hear a certain name again.
No.
Item 1300 JP.
Is it
Huh?
a certain name? No! He's everywhere!
I'm just worried will your shit. The horse! The horse! Again! Again! The horse!
Anyways. Item.
Stan is the world.
Item 1300 JP, Object Class Euclid, Special Containment Procedures. 1300 JP is currently being concealed by a Foundation front posing as an archaeological site preservation organization in cooperation with the government of the Republic of Shigistan. Instances are to be disposed of through the use of high temperature incinerator. Alright.
Oh no, are they are they flamethrowering the antelope?
1300 JP is a phenomenon in which dead Psycha antelopes appear in the ruins of Chigastan Cathedral, northeast of the Caspian Sea at a rate of redacted per day. So
It's just a shit ton of dead antelope. What?
in a cathedral of all places,
I really
too.
need. I really need an explanation as to why the international branches of the SCP Foundation have just this consistent obsession with Shigastan. We had never heard of Shigastan while looking through the English speaking branch, but the second that we slip into international branches, he's everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. And I'm not complaining.
Which country
I'm
is
just
even mentioned
confused.
with dead antelopes?
I'm just why why is the world so obsessed with Shigastan?
I don't know.
I don't blame them. I like Shigastan. He's a cool horse. But it's just it feels bizarre seeing seemingly a universal phenomena across several different cultures and fucking language barriers
I
all
have
converging to be obsessed with this horse.
I have expressed my feelings on Shigastan with a picture of an antelope.
I mean, let me look at this. Aw. They look kind of like if you had a pronghorn have sex with a tapir.
Yeah.
They also look like they're judging.
Yeah.
They do. They look like a very judgy animal, but I love them.
The one thing I love about this SP so far, of all places the corpses appear in, is in the ruins of a cathedral.
In Shigastan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
At the time of occurrence...
Okay.
Huh? Good?
I was just saying, okay, again, you can continue.
Great. At the time of occurrence, a black hole opens out of nowhere, manifesting the corpse, dropping it onto the floor.
What the fuck, man? I'm going insane. What the fuck are we reading?
Uh,
Oh my
It's just, what, what,
god. Okay.
it's just an infinite. It's just a constant place where black holes drain dead antelope into this cathedral. Okay. We're never gonna continue if I don't rein in my exasperation.
you
Let's
can always
go.
do what I'm doing and just express your mood in antelopes.
I can't imagine that'll work for me. The feelings I have cannot be expressed in antelopes because to do that I would need to understand the feelings I'm having myself.
Yeah. Anyways. 1300 JP was discovered when a portion of the ruins of Shigastan Cathedral collapsed. It is believed that the collapse was caused by redacted instances discovered in Mr. Rubble. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-digit number.
So many dead antelope. That's a fucking mid-sized city's population of dead antelope.
When disposing of Dash-A instances through incineration and pulverization, people in the vicinity will be affected by auditory hallucinations of screams and death throes.
Ugh. Every sentence you read of this SCP just makes it worse.
If multiple specimens are disposed of at once, hallucinations increase in scale as the number of individuals increase. During the first disposal of Dash-A instances, redacted people were affected within a 50-kilometer radius of the site, with personnel closest to the site on indefinite medical care. Alright, let's see how many people. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's take a second to acknowledge that part about with personnel closest to the site and indefinite medical care. They were so heavily affected by these aggressive screaming antelope hallucinations that they apparently went completely comatose or something along those lines and have yet to recover.
Yeah.
What are we reading?
I don't know.
I think I'm done expressing myself in antelopes.
Let me go look at all your antelope photos. These are really. Oh my god. Okay, every photo increases my love for this species. This is a great species.
Yeah.
They have such a schnoz. Look at the schnoz.
Yeah.
They do.
They actually look like they're like fucking certain Star Wars species.
Yeah, anyways. 13. Dash-A's main common traits are the following. Between 1 and 2 years of age. Lifespan of Saiga antelope is of 5 to 15 years. Always
Oh,
female.
they're
Oh,
always little babies.
Circle
And
like. Huh?
I'm kind of just exasperated. Continue.
Circle like symbol carved on them. Hurt or moved through the use of primitive surgical methods. Recently deceased.
All right.
So.
All right. I'm gonna be straightforward. We
Yeah.
don't know in what way this is related to the group of interest we're looking at,
I believe
but
I
what
do.
this implies. Oh, is it like
They're called Saiga antelopes, and a group of interest we're looking at is the Saiga factions, I believe. Yeah, the Saiga factions. So these might be
oh,
members that are dead, and he just decided to toss them.
I don't know if it'd be members because like it's
Nah.
implied that they are still largely based in humans.
Yeah.
But either way, they are ritualistically killing like literally hundreds of thousands of Saiga antelope.
Just tossing them in Shigastan's cathedral.
Yeah, and just fucking disposing of them in a fucking cathedral in the Horse Nation.
Now I just need. I need an animation of Shigastan in like a Pope uniform, just watching dead antelopes fall from a black hole.
oh. This is so weird.
I feel like in the last 10 minutes, my psyche has taken like 12 years worth of damage.
Alright, do we
I
need
have
to see
aged.
another one?
I have aged several years through the course of this one sitting.
Yeah.
I
Do we need to do another one?
well, we still barely know anything about them. But at the same time, they're apparently sacrificing hundreds of thousands of these awesome looking antelopes. So I just want to put them in incompetent good and move on with my life.
Oh shit, what did I just do?
I say incompetent good because they think that they're trying to do something good, but I refuse to believe that any good that is justifiable is going to come from ritualistically sacrificing hundreds of thousands of these antelope.
Also, looking at the antelope's ancestry, it seems to be the oldest of the current antelope that exist. So,
Okay, so I have
Huh.
good news. One of the SCPs that were obtained by Saiga factions got taken from the serpent's hand. So the serpent's
wait,
hand now
what?
has it.
The serpent's hand have the dead Saiga antelope?
No, it's
No,
2642.
it's something different.
Oh,
It's a different item. I just
Oh yeah. Oh. 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 2642 is basically a Scranton reality black box. Because Team Develops 2642 JP a common name for Scranton reality black box SRBB. So this is just the Scranton reality boxes.
okay. Then I say, for the sake of my sanity, we just put this group in incompetent good and move on with our lives.
You okay?
Is everyone in agreement?
yeah.
Our
Right?
first
Do you really
incompetent
want me to
good.
answer? Do you really want me to answer that question, Bright?
No.
I we I my brain is fried.
Oh, oh my
Alright.
god. This is already not so good.
Quote unquote doctor. That's never encouraging.
Yeah, anyways.
Walk into your local clinic and and you see the name tag of the person you're seeing and it says Janice McFuckle, quote unquote doctor.
Yeah. Uh, also, I've read ahead. Anyways. Doctor is an individual or a group that imitates the activities of other groups of interest. A lot of objects imitating groups of interest, Doctor One Entertainment, have been confirmed, and are examples that imitate the factory in Japan Organisms Improvement and Creation Laboratory.
Wait, it's just they just copy the activities of other groups.
The main issue is they're copying the factory, and we all know what goes inside that thing.
Well, yeah,
And that's not good.
Oh.
users.
Most of the objects created by Doctor cause no harm to users, although the reason for his activity is unknown, despite the consequences of his actions, it suggests that he's motivated by the need to have fun.
No.
So
No.
I feel like wherever this group goes
Yeah.
needs to be in wherever we put the worst group that it imitates.
Which would probably be the factory, which was
The
lawful
Probably
evil.
the
factory would
fact.
go in evil if we ever sorted it into a group.
Yeah, because
Was the factory in lawful evil?
yeah, I believe Or would it be lawfully evil? Because it was basically a company doing really evil things.
But it was still lawful
Yeah.
about it. It was lawfully evil.
Yeah, and the other one, the Japanese Organization one, is right here, neutral evil. So there's already two in evil that it imitates, and okay.
Oh, well, I guess let's look at one of the things connected to it and search in that thing to see if it's mentioned.
Okay, so this is collected item number 18, not 18, 1080.
Before you look up,
Sure.
before you,
Oh my gosh, this is just a copy of the Little Misters.
uh, Mr. Heavenly Virtues,
That's not encouraging.
Mr.
uh,
Heavenly Virtues, collected item memorandum, catalog 1080.
wait, does that mean that each of these heavenly virtues are connected to the doctor?
Maybe?
Uh,
Yeah. Anyways, captured May 27, 2017. Discovered by this writer researcher Akane Isanagi during a chance encounter. Presence on the internet has confirmed 4 times total, including September 2017, October 2017, March 2018, September 2017. Encounter was verified afterward. He is classified as a Type 3 anomalous humanoid.
I'm trying to deal with it, okay? I'm sorry.
just fucking right reading suddenly stops. Several moments of silence, except for "It's the final princess," and then Jerry, I'm doing something about it. The
Well, you know when
judgment was
you're doing something
palpable.
on a phone and you can't just click to the thing you want to?
Yeah.
Oh, apparently this is also connected to Shushu In. Interesting.
Uh,
We cannot confirm if the anomaly has been in contact with the SCP Foundation, Global Occult Coalition, or other groups researching anomalies. However, this may be a result of self-concealing properties, as the Shushu In currently lacks the ability to collect Mr. Heavenly Virtues. An anomalous alert to the Foundation is being considered. Mr. Heavenly Virtues appear.
So this must be
Hmm?
this must be a pretty old document in that case.
Yeah. Right. Mr. Heavenly Virtues appears in internet communities regardless of language utilized, username, social status, and/or personality. As vary between appearances, one point of consistency is that he is generally unmotivated toward community involvement, but is not completely apathetic and is quite intelligent. Mr. Heavenly Virtues appears to manifest his anomalous properties toward users in the same or related internet communities where internet usage is considered unhealthily high. He will purchase one or more items from that user's public Amazon wishlist as a gift for that user.
Okay. That's nice of him.
If the user does not have a public wish list, he will urge the user to open a public wish list in a natural manner and is given polite instructions on how to do so in some cases. For both previous encounters this writer had with him, the billing name and address of these purchases for his current username and a fictitious address. So far, bearing this writer's second encounter, all gifts appear to have attached message reading, the highest virtue on the internet is to distance oneself from it.
I mean, he's kind of got a point there.
It appears that upon usage or consumption of the case of food of the gift recipient will, over the course of half a month, steadily lose a sense of belonging or a desire to participate in the internet community which Mr. Heavenly Virtues belongs to. Over the following half a month, the recipient will apparently lose interest in participating in internet activities. For example, outlining the writer's chance encounter with him, May 2017. After eating one package of the Tengu beef jerky regular 100 grams times 5 bags, that was sent the writer's interest in the paranormal. How the fuck you say that?
Nikoni community.
Oh, Nico Ni Community, Boso Legends Radio 515.6 kilohertz, unexpectedly fell over the course of a week. This writer left the community 3 weeks later and deactivated Twitter accounts she created under the same username used in the community 1.5 months later. Almost all incidents confirmed by Shushu-in follow this example. Accepting this writer's encounter, the loss of interest toward the internet in recipients is irreversible. This may be related to all recipients other than this writer appearing to have resumed participation in a non-internet focused community, following loss of interest in the internet. As an aside, this writer reactivated her Twitter account 2 months after deactivating and returned to her previous community under a new username. Once Mr. Heavenly Virtues has affected nearly all users in the same such similar communities with unhealthy internet usage levels, he will change his username to Mr. Heavenly Virtues or Man of Virtue and cease activity on that account. In 2 instances, at the time of the username change, his icon was changed to an image of a PlayStation controller drawn in black, white, and blue. Under the supervision of Dr. Shujinoi, this writer tracked the scent of Mr. Heavenly Virtues based on her memory and re-encountered him on Twitter on October 8th, 2017. Contact was made afterward under a different name. 1 week after contact, a Okiyama Kalim 9-toe A minor 7HKB94 on a writer's wishlist was sent as a gift. No message using Amazon service was attached, and instead the following was typed onto B4 copy paper and included in the shipping box.
So as a side note,
yeah.
My one issue with this here is how are we defining
Oh, hold on, my
unhealthy
headphones fell off.
amount of internet?
I can't
Oh,
hear.
God damn it.
I'm back.
Welcome back. It's
Okay, so
probably
as I was
like
saying,
things like the one couple who ignored their child to play a video game about raising a child and the baby died. People that are that unhealthy, I'm guessing.
I guess, yeah, but like at the same time, we could be going by very different standards here.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
Alongside the fact that, like, let's just be frank, like, the mere concept of health commonly comes with a lot of baggage.
Yeah.
Because what is healthy to one person may be the opposite of that to another person. But
Maybe it's because
society,
oh, sorry.
yeah, but society has this standard of trying to say that what's healthy for one person is necessarily healthy or unhealthy for another person and every other person.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
because of the psychology classes I had when I was in college, but the way I see it, something only becomes unhealthy when it affects your life in a negative way.
Yeah. I feel
So,
like that would generally be a fair way to put it.
yeah,
It's just like
that's
the concept of it's just like the concept of health as it's commonly used in society
Yeah.
is very loaded a lot of the times, basically.
Yeah. Alright. Back to this. I don't know if this is an SCP or not, but back to this.
Yeah, back to what we're reading.
To Akane Isanagi. Hey, this is the second time I've sent you a gift, huh? To be honest, I was kind of shocked that you didn't quit the internet. I guess it might not help to push people off the internet if they don't have a place offline. I'm gonna be more careful from now on. I'm not blaming you or anything, completely unironically. I really appreciate that you gave me this chance to reflect on my duty. Still, there's too many people on the internet who need to distance themselves from it. My mom and dad are like that too. So to shush you in and other similar groups which you are all aware of, I'm sorry, but I'm going to continue this duty. Show my appreciation for giving me this opportunity to reflect and to apologize for needlessly meddling in your affairs. I want to give you some new information. Oh. Holy heck, you just found yourself your very own Mr. Heavenly Virtues by Gamers Against Weed. There's all kinds of virtues and sins, but to us, there's really only one true virtue, right? Hey, Dr. Ben Monacusoment. We bet you think so too. What the hell even are you? Find them all and become Mr. Gamer. 1. Mr. Little Serial Killer. Mr. 2. Mr. Normally. 3. Mr. Bernie Sanders.
Oh my gosh.
Number 4. Mr. Get anything for free in any shop. Number 20. Mr. Sex Number. And 21 is Mr. with Virtues. And right under it is Mr. Deadly Sins.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Dare?
Yeah, number 23, right? Mr. Original Character. 24, Mr. Dare. Number
Mr.
24.
Dare makes me think of the anti-drug thing that made people more into drugs.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's talking about, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah. Number 25, Miss Gentrification. Number 26,
Oh no.
Mr. Mad About Video
I don't-
Games.
I don't want
How
there to
come
exist
the
a
only
Mrs.
Mrs. is the one that sounds like she might be racist? Oh.
Yeah.
Their only girl representation is a Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Number 27, Mr. Meme. Number 28, Mr. Ominous. Discontinued.
No,
Number-
that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Number 29, Mr. Destiny. Number 30, Mr. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Are you kidding me?
Number 31, Miss Zapatista. Number 32, Mr. Hacks. Number 33, Mr. Just Has the Tattoo. Number 34, Mr. Top Text and Mr. Bottom Text. Number 35, Mr. Finale. No anomalous effect in line with the other incidents was observed in the gift sent in this instance. Either this writer developed a resistance to anomalous effect, or the effect was not developed with the intention of being used more than once. In addition, Mr. Heavenly Virtues ceased activity of this kind directly after the gift was delivered, rendering further pursuit impossible. On March 16, 2018, a renewed search successfully led to the re-encounter of Mr. Heavenly Virtue on an English-speaking internet community. Shushu In has put attempts to add contact on hold and is continuing surveillance. Note, Dr. Bad Monacuso Mint clearly references Dr. Entertainment, number 988, but I have a feeling that it might be referring to the Doctor, number 555.
Oh.
No, we need to continue research on Gamers Against Weed, but there really aren't any researchers other than me who understands the internet. I don't know much about English-speaking internet culture either. Note additional tests. Think of new methods for anomalously tipping off the foundation. We probably can't keep using the same method anymore.
Uh.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly see what this is. What does it do?
Mr. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Wait, 2476 is a human male that is in his early 30s, biologically identical to the late film actor Graham Arthur Chapman. God. You know, saying a fluent script less reduce anyone speaking to very less well conversation time effects, actually trying to Okay, so people will basically want to join in when he makes the enchantments of Monty Python Holy Grail. Okay. That's kind of funny. So, do we just put them in one of the evils? Because they copy basically the worst groups of interest.
Yeah. I think we should put them in chaotic evil. They're
Yeah.
kind of just out here copying for the sake of copying, and in doing so, they're copying the worst of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if someone dedicated their life to plagiarizing anything they think could make them successful, and they just end up at some point plagiarizing fucking Adolf Hitler.
Yeah. Alright. Sorry. Next group of interest: Imperial Japanese Army Special Medical Force, aka Unit Negative Numbers. Alright. Japanese Army Special Medical Force was an Imperial Japanese Army unit which researched the occult into technology, founded in 1937 under cooperation of the Army in Shushuin. As a common name, it was given the codename Unit Negative Numbers. The unit was composed of 3 divisions: Shishigomo, Shofuku, and Tatara, which conducted research is mainly on magic, life science, and mechanical engineering, respectively. The purpose of the organization is to research and produce weapons by a combination of magic and science, including Project Tokijiku, aiming to create immortal soldiers. Those weapons were not mass-produced, but some were used in actual war. In 1945, the organization was dismantled, and most of this technology was collected by the Foundation after the end of World War II.
Let's just be frank, we don't need to look any deeper. This is lawful evil.
I agree. We have to remember, while Japan is not a bad country, during World War II, they were frenzies with the bad mustache, and
and and committed
lots of
and committed
atrocities. They
yeah,
they had
committed
a doctor.
atrocities.
They had a doctor that did experiments on other Japanese people that were horrible. They had the comfort women they still deny existed, and other magical
Yeah.
things. They were not. They. There's a reason they were friends with the bad mustache.
So, what evil did you say?
Which is to say, lawful.
They didn't have a symbol, so I
It's
got this.
that works well enough. Like
Okay.
they are, like they are just the paranormal research and weapons development division for a fascist state.
Oh my god, I
There's
just.
nothing further that needs to be said.
Bookworm just sent a message now. So many atrocities on China. Rip.
Yeah, yeah. Like they weren't just friends with the bad people. They they did enough. Like they did plenty of atrocities to put themselves in that camp, whether they were friends with them or not.
Alright, so. This is probably the first time we immediately went, alright, so it goes here.
Yeah, like there's not much else that needs addressing. They're in a like this is literally the same thing as if we get a fucking thing that just starts out, hey, this group of interest is the Nazis, but they're anomalous. Where are you gonna put like there's like we already know exactly where they're going.
Yeah.
We don't really need to discuss it further. Especially not when this episode especially not when this stream has been so fun and goofy. We've been talking about Shigastan and sacrificing antelopes indefinitely, but I don't feel like generally speaking, I am not in the headspace to handle discussing actual dark topics such as the atrocities committed by the Japanese Imperial Army.
Yeah.
I'm not in the headspace for it. I'm still recovering from the sacrificed antelope.
Yeah. Alright. Next group of interest. Iwanaga Beauty Association.
May I just pray before you read?
Sure.
I hope
Pray?
this is not an evil group. Okay, read.
Okay.
Iwanaga Beauty Association is a group that sells and offers beauty-related products or services with anomalous characteristics. Most of the products sold have common points such as for women and pink-colored package, but something not in the category of beauty and goods for men have also been confirmed. Most of the products have the effect of solving users' troubles, but cause serious damage to them in terms of side effects.
My
Great.
prayer was useless. My prayer was, you know what?
Prayers?
We don't know if it's evil. We don't know if it's evil. It just
It's a company that's making products that damages their user base.
okay. Yeah, it's evil.
It's gonna go somewhere in evil.
Yeah,
We don't know where yet because we have not read any of their stories yet.
yeah. Although the size and location of the group is not known, a salesperson in a suit who refers to themselves as Mayako has been identified as a member of the association. Several differing reports have been made about Mayako regarding physical appearance, including age and gender, leading to the assumption that several members work under the name Mayako. Salesperson's Mayako's selling method covers a wide range, including advertisement in department stores and door-to-door sales. They have often been witnessed performing spatial teleportation through unknown means, making their securing and tracking extremely difficult. Alright, Hatchet, guess how many SCPs are connected?
2.
None.
Oh, great. So this is all the information we have. They make cosmetology stuff that ends up damaging the people, and they continue to do it.
Yes.
I say we toss them in neutral evil and move on. Are we in
Yeah.
agreement? Are we in agreement?
Jerry?
What was the agreement?
Neutral evil?
I was I was
Wait, was there
saying
no
we just toss.
SCPs?
No, there's
No.
not. We just have the header.
Okay, then yeah, neutral evil.
Alright. Oh my gosh, the
All are in
next.
agreement.
I wish there was an actual SCP related to them. I kind of want to look it up because I want to find something.
That's valid.
Iwanaga, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Iwanaga Beauty Association.
Probably won't be able to find anything.
I'm going to try. I don't like having nothing.
It's fair.
Was that a yawn that just so happened to sound like demonic voices?
Yeah.
No, the demonic voices were me being upset.
Oh, okay.
It sounded
That's
like
fine then.
hello to me, and I was like, what the fuck?
Just like just all of a sudden, Sadako decides to show up in Chiri's house. Jerry's new roommate is Sadako.
No, I'd probably scare her off.
Yeah.
on a different website, I think they call it salesperson Miyoko for some reason. I'm just
Okay.
going to look up the SCPs in that one to see if I am correct. This is the first one. Uh, my thing does not have a look up option like Bright's does. That one has boobs on it. Okay. I'm not sure if that you're allowed to show that on stream.
Is there like nudity?
Like I said, there's boobs.
Then no.
I mean, technically, nudity is passable on Twitch.
That's true, and they're drawings of breasts. They're not like pornographic or anything. I think they're showing something like medical related to the SCP. I just do not have a search thing and have not read the SCP. So I just only have out of context, I see boobs.
I see.
I put the link in the thing so you can look at it. And I'm only asking you to look at it because you have the search bar.
Wait, so you can't on
Oh yeah, it pops up if you do the thing. I forgot the keys.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
Control
not
F.
as at all what
Control
I
F?
thought it was when I saw. Okay, never mind. All right, so hold on. Yeah, that's not at all what I thought you was talking about when I heard drawings of boobs.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Oh yeah, it's connected to the beauty association.
Yeah, but I have to somehow translate.
Wait, you don't have it doesn't auto translate for you?
No.
I can share. Oh yeah, it doesn't
You-
let me share my
you-
thing.
Bright. Oh,
Huh?
oh my god. Okay, Bright.
Yes.
Up in your extensions. Move your mouse to the left. There's one that shows different characters and the letter A, I believe. Uh,
All right, so we got one SCP.
There are other SCPs that I will look up as you read that.
uh,
Okay, I forgot how to. Hold on. There we go. Pretty much already put them in where we thought they would be in, though, already.
yeah.
Do we really need to see more than one SCP, though?
Well, let's read the first SCP.
Item number 1801 JP, Object Class Euclid, Special Detention Protocol. 1801 JP, currently under management, will be housed in Site 81KA's Special Hazardous Organism Detention Room. The temperature in the accommodation room must always remain below negative 12.3 degrees Celsius. That's cold as shit.
Yeah, well, negative 12 degrees Celsius. I mean, yeah, that's pretty damn cold, but it's probably not as cold as you might be thinking. Remember, 0 degrees Celsius is Fahrenheit 32 degrees.
Oh, I've read ahead. Okay. Wild 1801 JP will be searched and captured under Task Force KE9 Entertainment Business Act. -A will be accommodated upon discovery, and 1801 JP will be removed. All breasts are removed for complete removal of 1801 JP. So, if you were infected, say goodbye to your boobs.
Oh,
Well, okay.
actually, that might not be bad if you don't want boobs.
Fair enough, man. After that,
Judging by the people that this company markets towards, it's gonna mostly be people who are fine with having their boobs.
yeah. Alright, after that, it'll be memory, processed, and released. Currently, a cover story illegal drugs is being circulated and attempts at being made to reduce infection with 1801 JP. Experiments using 1801 JP were conducted by personnel at clearance level 4 or higher. Approval is required. Currently, wait, footnote 2. Currently, I am Dr. Onomichi. Thanks for clarifying.
Thank you, Doctor Onamichi. We needed that info.
This is what I read ahead of. Description: 1801 JP is a parasite whose host is humans. DNA testing has revealed that its species is similar to Namerti. I'm guessing it's Namerti.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
just go with that.
its ecology is very different from that of common Namerti. 1801 JP's carriers are primarily women, but experience using D-class personnel has shown that this bias is caused by a route infection, and that it can also be parasitized by men. Infection route. An infected candidate for 1801 JP is a person who calls himself Seller Mayoko. All testimonies share the fact that she is a woman wearing a pink suit and a light blue scarf, but there are variations in her socioeconomy from one testimony to another. Receive a visit. Salesperson Mayoko recommends that candidates purchase breast enlargement pills. The price is around 500 yen, and most candidates purchase tablets. Candidates become infected with 1801 JP and are designated as -A when they take the purchased tablets. The package recovered from -A's home include a tablet instruction manual with the words Iwanaga Beauty Association and Japan Biological Research Institute Joint Development.
Maybe we should start actually looking up groups of interest that don't have any SCPs that pop up.
Yeah.
Because apparently those things are unreliable sometimes.
Yeah. We can probably do that when we go back and rearrange. So we do have a couple not enough info.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be the first phase. When the taken tablet reaches the stomach and the surface of the tablet is melted by stomach acid, 1801 JP appear from inside. At this time, 1801 JP takes a form of very similar to nematoda. The average length of 1801 JP at this time was 32.4 UM? Okay. And it has been revealed that it has strong resistance to acids. Survival environments
Hold
with...
up, let me check something.
Okay.
Micrometer.
Micrometer, got it.
Meter unit of measure for length equal to 0.001 millimeters,
Gotcha.
or about 0.000039 inches.
Damn.
Uh,
Survival in environments with a pH of 0.9 or less has been confirmed. 1801-JP makes tiny holes in the stomach wall and enters blood vessels. 1801-JP in the blood has high swimming ability and can move against the bloodstream. When 1801-JP reaches the left and right breast areas, it passes through blood vessels, enters the mammary lobe. This process can be completed in about 3 hours from taking. All of the following processes are common with the two 1801-JP and occur almost simultaneously. Second phase. The body of 1801-JP, which has invaded the mammary lobe, dissolves all but some tissue that appears to be the nervous system. This process is very similar to insect pupation, except that no pupae are formed. When the dissolved body attaches to the mammary gland lobe, it invades the tissue and gradually changes and assimilates the mammary gland lobe tissue to the same composition as of the body of 1801-JP. This assimilation continues until all of the composition of one mammary lobe is replaced. After completion of assimilation, the remaining undissolved nervous system adheres to the assimilated tissue. From this point on, the entire mammary lobe assimilated with 1801-JP is treated as 1801-JP.
Okay, you're cutting out a bunch.
God damn it, I hate Discord. They really need to fix that issue.
I honestly think it's partially internet based.
Yeah, anyways, after completion of assimilation, the remaining undissolved nervous system adheres to assimilated tissue. From this point on, the entire mammary lobe assimilated with 1801-JP is treated as 1801-JP. It takes about 20 hours from mammary lobe invasion to complete assimilation. Third phase. 1801-JP generates several tubes that bind the nearby blood vessels. 1801-JP takes blood into the body from these blood vessels, absorbs glucose from the blood, and uses it as nutrients. 1801-JP generates estrogen, progesterone, human growth hormone, and 4 unknown components periodic electronic signals, and strengthens 1801 and strengthens -A's mammary glands, pectoralis, major muscle, and Cooper's ligament. Alright, so it says, right, Cooper's ligament is usually not repaired, but 1801-JP strengthens and repairs it through an unknown process. Repair and create a desire for 1801-JP to ingest protein. It also produces adipose tissue as the mammary glands develop. As a result, -A's breasts become enlarged. This process gradually progresses over a period of about a year after the completion of assimilation into the mammary lobe, and in the end, -A's breast weighs about 2,000 grams on one side only. It will enlarge. Largest served was 3,520 grams.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Jesus.
Alright.
Those are some like those are some like over the top hentai proportions
Imagine
there.
the back issues.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like they might need surgery just for the back issues. That's why reduction surgery exists. Oh gosh.
That's actually why I'm fine with having small breasts, is because I have lower back issues, and we all know why.
Well, as hormones continue, who knows how big they'll get. Probably not hentai.
3 weeks
That's rare
later.
for any woman.
3 weeks later.
Oh no. Let's not wish that on her now. No.
Alright, the fourth phase. Approximately 1 year after bloating begins, the transformation progress into the fourth phase begins. When 1801-JP senses that the sun has set and -A has entered a relaxed state, it will begin secreting melatonin, which stimulates -A to sleep. When -A enters a sleep state, 1801-JP unbinds all surrounding blood vessels. 1801-JP then destroys all Cooper ligaments and then generates a large number of ducts that assemble the surrounding mammary lobes in one place. 1801JP breaks down the walls of each memory lobe contact and causes it to assemble as one tissue. 1801JP combines all milk ducts into one, forming a thick tubular tissue. At that time, the openings in the papillae of each milk duct gather in one place, and muscle tissue is formed around the openings. This allows 1801JP to freely open and close the opening. After completing these tasks, 1801JP begins to produce human skin in the breast. The skin is produced to separate the papillary side, where 1801JP is present, from the pectoralis major side. During this skin production, a portion of 1801JP enters the space of the pectoralis major muscle side, producing tissue within the normal human breast. After generation is complete, 1801JP leaves part of its body in the space of the pectoralis major side, and most of the rest moves to the space of the papillary side. After completion of migration, 1801JP forms papillae and areolas on the developing skin. This situation looks like there's another breast inside the breast. Once skin production is complete, thicker skin is produced on top of that skin. There's a thin layer of about 0.1 millimeters between the first skin produced and this thick skin quickly separating in two. After that, the space contained by 1801JP breaks away along with the thick skin and takes on an ellipsoidal shape. Portion left in The portion left in dash A serves as a common breast. For now on, the entire breast that is left dash A will be treated as 1801JP. Breast weight left on dash A due to 1801JP withdrawal is adjusted to be more than 200 grams heavier than before 1801JP infection. This process will be completed in approximately 3 hours. And that's a diagram of it happening.
So, surprisingly enough, I haven't seen a hentai like this. And that confuses me, because this definitely sounds like something that a lot of people on certain areas would get off to.
Anyways, that's not the final phase. Looks like this is the final phase. 1801JP separated from dash A begins to form legs. 1801JP rests with the papilla as the upper part and generates 3 bumps on each side. The bumps gradually enlarge, and each bump eventually forms legs that are similar in shape to the human shoulder and hand. The muscle tissue structure of these legs is almost identical to that of humans and is highly developed. The development of muscle tissue, which corresponds to the biceps and brachioradialis muscles, is particularly noticeable. After formation of the legs, 1801JP's appearance has been described as its body is crab-like, when its torso is breast, and it has 6 human arms instead of legs. With the production of these legs, 1801JP is considered an adult, and no further metamorphosis or growth is observed. 1801JP, which has completed its metamorphosis, leaves dash A. The leg formation is completed in about 20 minutes. Oh. Okay. Reinfection. Some of the 1801JP left in the breast of dash A eventually transition to the second form and grow through the same process.
So, in other words, you take this pill and you have infinitely growing and then replicating breast crabs.
Yes.
That just pop off your body.
Mm-hmm.
And then the process repeats over and over again. Again, how is this not something I've seen in a hentai before? I've seen way weirder shit than
some
this.
of the victims are reinfected.
Oh no, I saw further down. Okay. It gets worse.
What?
Oh no, it's not that some of the victims are reinfected. It's specifically like the parasite leaves effectively eggs in the victim.
Yeah.
So they're always going to be reinfected.
Yeah.
So
Ecology.
just because it left eggs doesn't mean they'll survive. That's probably why it said only some are reinfected.
I don't
Yeah.
think it said only some are reinfected.
Yeah, it said the
Some-
reinfection of the portion of. Oh, it said eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the SCP left behind.
Okay, I misread
Yeah.
it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Anyways, ecology. Wild 1801 JP is nocturnal and primarily preys at night. 1801 JP feeds primarily on animal proteins and preys on animals such as rats and cats.
I'm sorry. Back up. We've got predatory boobs going around and eating
predatory crab boobs.
predatory crab boobs going around and eating people's cats.
Yes.
Cats and rats.
Cats and rats.
Rats have
Rats and
actually
cats.
been domesticated rats have been known to actually help people a lot. There's even some that detect bombs better than any other animal. And they
Yeah.
are the best animal for detecting landmines and helping people remove them.
Yeah. Anyways.
This is, let's just be frank, like the position of this group of interest isn't going to change, but this
Yeah.
is an absolutely unhinged SCP, and I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Of course, this came out of the Japanese brand.
Oh
Anyways. When 1801 JP discovers a predator, it slowly approaches the target without making a sound, leaps towards the target, when it is close enough, and restrains the target with its 6 legs. The nipples then extend a branch-like expanding pink tissue, here and after referred to as the nostrum, similar to the snout of Nomarti, which becomes entangled with the object. It then secretes digestive juices from its snout and absorbs them through its snout, while digesting the target outside the body. It has been confirmed that the tightening force of 1801 JP's legs can be up to 0.8 T. Is that tons?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow, that's tight. 1801 JP hunts about twice a week, but if small animals are not found, it will hunt larger creatures, including humans. Once the target is successfully hunted, it will actively hunt from now on. 1801 JP has been found to be capable of moving at least 24 meters per second and jumping over 3 meters.
What the these this is insane. This is actually insane.
The murderous crab boob. Sorry.
Murderous crab boobs that move faster than just about anything that I can think of. I mean, like, let me stop for a second. Give me a sec.
Mm-hmm. You good?
I'm looking something up.
Okay.
That, okay, to put this into perspective, at a full sprint, cheetahs in a straight line sprint at 29 meters per second. This thing sprints almost as fast as a fucking cheetah and can jump over 3 meters.
Yeah.
It can jump higher than any of us will ever get in height.
Yeah.
Like those are like nearly like kangaroo jump height meter. that this is actually no. In terms of body size, this is like fucking grasshopper jump height,
Yeah.
like compared to body size.
Yeah.
I this is I don't know if I'm thankful or begrudging the fact that you went out of your way to find this, Jerry.
I only wanted to find the SCPs that were connected to the group, and I found
Well,
3. And
oh,
the first one had to be the crab boob.
I,
Now I'm kind of worried about the other 2. At least the other 2 don't mention the group. They're just connected to the group, so they were probably made by the group, and I'm scared.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's finish this one and maybe go after another group.
yeah.
Depending on how we
We
feel.
could. Well, I'm sure we already have an idea of where the group's gonna go.
We already put them.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Yeah, we already put them in, I think, neutral evil. Honestly, though, I feel like moving them to chaotic evil because
I've been thinking chaotic
crab
evil
boobs.
ever since we found out the infection leaves the body like a crab boob. And then the person gets reinfected all over again.
I just moved
Like,
it.
like the organization itself is going to act like a corporation that doesn't give a shit about people's lives. But like, just the fact that they created something like that. Festus, I'm trying to talk.
The nightmare crab boob infection.
Then yeah, just the fact that they created that like is enough chaos for me to put them in chaotic evil.
All right,
That's
let's.
more chaos than I've seen in anything medical related in the SCP articles.
Oh yeah,
I-
like this is like significantly more unhinged than like the first like parasite SCP that comes to mind is like the bone worms that like cause the osseous tissue to constantly grow as a
I'll be
hive.
honest, I'm not sure it was a good thing I found this SCP. It was interesting to hear, but
And it's not even over yet.
I
uh,
know a couple where had were similar to that bone hive one. One that does with bees, and there's also the blood flies.
Right, yeah. Either way, this is just it's very unhinged.
Yeah.
at least with the hive SCPs, eventually the person dies. This doesn't sound like the person dies. They're just
They just
over and
just
over and over.
they just become the crab boob spawn point
Yeah. Anyways,
forever.
let's finish this SCP.
Is there even
Yeah.
a way to destroy the eggs so they don't hatch?
We'll find out.
Well, what they said is like what's implied by earlier in the article was just a full mastectomy is the only option.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah. Anyways, during the day, 1801 JP sleeps close to sleep in its nest. The nest is formed in a dark space. Unused outdoor units, abandoned storage spaces, and inside car hoods have been confirmed.
Imagine you get up in the morning and you go to start your car and you hear it like the squelching sound of something being ripped apart by the engine, and you go into it and it's the ripped apart crab boo.
Yeah.
Ugh.
On average, redacted bodies of 1801 JP lives per nest, and that's double digit. So there could be double
Oh,
digit.
great, they nest. Oh, I'm so glad to know that they nest together. They just had to be a social species.
When the nest is approached or attacked excessively, all 1801 JP in the nest is activated and acts in groups similar to when praying to eliminate the target. Alright. Reproductive activity rarely occurs when two 1801 JP born to different hosts encounter each other. One 1801 JP uses its legs to restrain the other, 1801 JP. Both individuals then produce their proboscises from their nipples and intertwine their proboscises with each other. After about 15 minutes in the state, both eject white viscous liquid from their snouts. After ejection, 1801 JP retracts its liquid-stained snout from the papilla into its body. 3 days after reproduction, 1801 JP lays tablet-shaped eggs from the papillae. The eggs are then stored in 1801 JP's body by the snout.
Would it feel like you just read a bit of some weird little hentai?
Again, I'm actually shocked that I've never seen this concept explored in any hentai I've seen.
That's fair.
Boobs that roam free and basically mate when they encounter each other in the wild.
Sometimes.
Alright. 1801 JP has strong impact resistance due to its high elasticity. It also exhibits a certain degree of resistance to low temperature environments, but is found to stop acting below negative 12.3 degrees Celsius, and irreversibly completely stop life activities below negative 50 degrees Celsius.
Now that's really cool.
Yeah. To date, 1801 JP has been detained, but there are still many missing person cases believed to be caused by 1801 JP, mainly in urban areas.
Oh no!
The fucking wild SCP. That is one of the most unhinged SCPs in existence.
His nickname is Overrun Big Breast. And its author is Bamboo.
Thank you, Bamboo, for bringing Overrun Big Breast into the world. I don't know if I'm thankful or have disdain. What I do know is I'm gonna play Hades 2 in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, alright. So do we want to go through one last group for the night?
Do we have the energy?
Do we?
I don't know.
Jerry, you good?
What happened?
Are you good for one more group?
Yeah, I think I'm just out of it after crab boob.
Alright, so we're done.
I think one more group is okay. I'm just, like I said, mentally out of it because of crab boob. I was really not expecting that.
So, the last group of the night is Drunkenness Street.
Okay. I hope that this is a moderate amount of unhinged instead of, like, fucking Disaster Zone unhinged. Like that last one.
Yeah. Drunkenness Street, probably a big residential district, is a place located in parallel universe or extra dimension. Foundation have found and contains several anomalies thought to be from Drunkenness Street. In addition, there are several bi-directionally passing transit dimension connected with our world and the Drunkenness Street discovered. These are all discovered in Kyoto Prefecture, but not exclusively existing there. While a part of groups of interest have been collecting knowledge about Drunkenness Street, the Foundation holds little information regarding Drunkenness Street. In most of the transit dimension reside sapient entities, according to which the essential concept is drunkenness, oblivion, stagnation. These keywords can be found spread in the data gained with investigation. Although residents in transit dimension do not agree with the concept, they currently do not show the tendency to be proactively against it or to move to either Drunkenness Street or our world. So far, the Foundation and Drunkenness Street are not in conflict with each other. It is even unknown whether Drunkenness Street has perceived the Foundation in the first place. To prevent unpredictable event, the Foundation has established a hands-off system, basically prohibiting access toward Drunkenness Street. However, several agents or D-Class had invaded into Drunkenness Street without permission or before the hands-off system was not well established, and the cases which managed to come back were very few. I think the D-Class went in there to escape.
Mm.
Alright, Hatchet, guess how many SVs are connected to it?
1.
3.
Oh, we got 3.
And it's a safe short one.
Yeah.
Alright. Item 823JP, Object Class Safe, Special Containment Procedures. 823JP is contained at Site 81 Redacted, a low-risk biological containment cell. This cell has a window for 823JP to look at the sky. If 823JP shows any kind of reaction that has been documented, report it to the containment head. 823JP are moon-shaped dangos. Turns out there's no
Dongos.
dango. A dango is a traditional Japanese dumpling made of rice flour, with a consciousness
Yeah.
of their own.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't
like
think
little.
dumpling is a good way to say it because
Probably
they're
not, no.
they're basically like a type of mochi but with sauce on it. Like they're literally a type of mochi with sauce. Here's a picture. They also come in different colors, but they're generally typically the same flavor. I've had dango before.
Alright. 823JP consists of 2 parts: a sandbell, a rectangular stand usually made of wood, with a tray attached at the top. It also has a hole on 3 of its sides. It is commonly used for religious purposes to present offerings to the gods. And the dangos, with the sandbow being the same size and material as the sandbows commonly found. The mechanism used by 823JP is able to move autonomously is unknown. 823JP does not talk, but is capable of producing some very simple words. 823JP can move while the lower part of the sandbow is touching the ground. 823JP is able to reach a speed of approximately 5 kilometers per hour.
That's a surprisingly fast Dongo.
Yeah. 823JP can jump up to a height of approximately 30 centimeters. 823JP expresses its own emotions by making objects emerge from within the sunbow through the 3 holes. When 823JP feels happy, Chinese silver grass will emerge, and when it feels angry, a mallet will emerge. 823JP swings to objects harder the more excited it gets. All objects have a reduced size in order to fit through the holes, only the upper part being visible. When the emotions of 823JP calm down, the object that had appeared disappears by being pulled into the sunbow. Then those are piled over one another, with 9 as the base, 4 in the middle, and 1 on top. They are normal and edible, made from rice flour. 823JP defends against the consumption of the first layer of dongos with the mallet, but due to the small size of the mallet and its narrow range of motion, it does not pose a significant harm to the offenders. When a number of oh,
Well, I feel very sad
yeah.
that we have data on what happens when you try to eat the sentient Dongo.
Yeah.
Don't eat the sentient Dongo.
Yeah. When a
They don't
number
deserve that.
Yeah. When the number of dongos decreases, 823JP slows down, and when all dongos are consumed, 823JP temporarily stops functioning. Even if a tangerine, a stone, etc. is placed on a tray instead of a dongo, they will be replaced by dongos at a rate of 1 every 2 hours.
That's not savory enough for me. Oh goddamn. Oh.
823
I
JP.
would go crazy if I could only eat dongo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
823 JP was found and contained at a convenience store in Redacted City, Kyoto Prefecture. Upon reports from a civilian, surveillance camera footage recorded 823 JP suddenly appearing in an empty space and producing some Chinese silver grass, which it shook up and down. Witnesses were interviewed, but no relevant information was obtained, and they were anesthetized and subsequently released. Given that 823 JP has never demonstrated the ability to teleport through space, since this time of its containment is suspected to be connected to other anomalous entities. Addendum 1. On Redacted 20 Redacted at 9 p.m., while 823 JP was in a field test to ascertain its ability to move, it produced Chinese silver grass and shook it vigorously. It is speculated that something on the other side excited 823 JP due to the possibility of discovering information that could lead to the identity of 823 JP. A window was installed in its containment cell, and the special containment procedures were updated. Addendum 2. 823 JP has been found to be excited by the moon. Particularly, it gets more excited when there is a full moon. Addendum 3. On Redacted 20 Redacted at 10 p.m., 823 JP showed an unknown reaction to the full moon. 823 JP produced Chinese silver grass from the sambo, but did not shake it. 823 JP turned to the window and made no movement until the full moon disappeared. When researcher Redacted entered a containment cell to check on the safety of 823 JP, it slightly shook the Chinese silver grass and resumed its usual activities. Researcher Redacted reported that the votive paper of 823 JP was a little damp. In addition to the full moon, that day it was snowing. Addendum 4. On Redacted 20 Redacted, researcher Redacted found some text appearing on the votive paper of 823 JP. No such text has been identified in previous studies. The text reads as follows. How are you? I'm fine. There's nothing here but night and snow. I'm jealous. I have to go now. So I'll leave this child in your hands. I think he's going to be annoyed because he's lonely. But please be kind. From Drunkness Street with love.
I they're just they're just little sentient dongos that like the moon. They can do no wrong.
Make sure this one. Okay, this one's also short. Alright.
Meanwhile, ominous stoplight.
Yeah. Item SCP-838-JP, Object Class Euclid, Special Containment Procedures. The quarantine of 838-JP affected area has been deemed to be impractical, as 838-JP's range of activity has encompassed the entire city of Redacted, where it has several world-famous tourist attractions. Affected areas to be patrolled by Mole Task Force, that symbol -2, Mole Whackers, to prevent the manifestation of 838-JP beforehand. Any witnesses of 838-JP are to be administered the amnesiacs and released. Any information verifying / suggesting the existence of 838-JP are to be thoroughly concealed. Assertion. SCP-838-JP is a collective designation of 838-JP-A to -E. The anomalous entities that manifest throughout the city of Redacted. Appearance and notable features of -A to -E are as follows. -A. Vehicular traffic signal. Some instances have been noted to have the arrow signal light. -B. Pedestrian traffic signal. Some instances have adopted pedestrian control style by a push button. -C. Mailbox. Thus far, no postal matters have been placed into -C by the civilians. -D. Street light. -E. Road sign. Just, in general, just road sign.
Good to know. Just road sign.
Yeah, -A, -B, and -D can function normally despite the lack of power supply. There is there's the individual distances of -A, -B, -D's lighting time, and -E's categories. Further information are available in attached document A38-1. 838JP manifests on the ground surface of affected area with no advance notice. The condition/absence of the pavement, traffic density, and importance have no relation to the manifestation point of 838JP. 838JP immediately after manifestation of perpendicular to the ground, about 1 millimeter in height. Over the course of approximately 10 minutes, 838JP grows to be the same size to its non-anomalous counterpart and becomes visually indistinguishable. In addition, 838JP has observed to imitate the age deterioration of its surrounding objects and landscape. While the frequency of manifestation is still unknown, it is estimated that at least 10 838JP instances appears throughout the city every day. If an individual who directly observes 838JP instance felt a certain level of distrust towards its present 838JP instance in question vanishes immediately. It is not currently known how 838JP senses the observer's feelings, as well as the exact level of distrust that causes the demanifestation of 838JP. For reference, all known 838JP instances have not kept their presence for more than 1 second after it was cited by the Foundation personnel. In accordance with this, the clarification of composition and manifesting growing process of 838JP has been considered to be unrealizable. Interviews with persons who are known to touch 838JP instances in the past have revealed no useful information except for the statements that those instances were ordinary signals. Due to its nature, 838JP was initially believed to be a hallucinatory phenomenon, with no evidences of its existence was found despite a large number of reports by civilians. However, a video footage including the growing process of a -B instance was discovered during an investigation, and 838JP instances were officially recognized as physical entities. Currently, 5 kinds of 838JP instances are known. Addendum 1. Further investigation revealed that a suspicious notepaper was recovered in the city of Redacted on 19 Redacted prior to the discovery of 838JP. The document in question contains insufficient information and was considered to be a kind of mischief at that time. However, the relation between this document and 838JP was pointed out by the Foundation personnel. These suggestions were deemed to be sufficiently persuasive. Contents of the document are as follows. How have you been? We are having a good time. We sent some of our jolly fellows. Hope they have already arrived to you. They will sprout from the ground and do their best before long. I'm only afraid that you think that they are misplaced kindness. Feel they're annoying, they'll just disappear. From joining the street with love. Addendum 2. In view of the discovery date of above-mentioned document, MTF members patrolled across the city while referring to a map for construction works of 19 Redacted. As a result, redacted instances of 838JP were disappeared. This is deemed to be a strong evidence that 838JP has spread all over the city by 19 Redacted, while the public disturbance due to the disappearing of 838JP instances was mostly suppressed by disinformation operation. The information control and monitoring are still continuing in the light of this anomaly's widespread nature. Okay, so both the SCPs we've read so far shown that they don't do any harm.
They're they're just weird anomalous beings that look like standard stuff from Japan.
And they're generally friendly.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a neutral good on this one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Neutral good or chaotic good, but I don't feel like they're chaotic enough.
I
Yeah.
don't think they're really chaotic.
I think it's like
only
fun.
chaotic in the sense that they're a little weird, but they're not chaotic.
I think it's like a fundamentally somewhat chaotic activity to like send weird little guys all over the place for seemingly no reason.
I think
But
it's more like they're sending their children out to make people happy
Yeah.
or to make the children happy. So it's not really chaotic, it just seems like that, but I think neutral good is nice.
yeah, either way, I think we're neutral good's good.
Yeah. Oh my god. I was expecting like drunkenness straight to be,
About
really
drinking,
weird. Really weird alcoholics.
Yeah.
Wow.
instead you find joy in children and Dongo. And
Well, hell, at the very least, Jerry, your prayer was answered a little late. We did find a
well,
good group.
I didn't pray at Drunkness Street, but Drunkness Street brought the good.
Yeah.
They brought the wholesome dongo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the group I prayed at brought the crab boob.
Yeah. Anyways, ending soon seen in freaking 2. Oh my god. Yeah. Um. Jerry, last words go.
And just remember, if you pray for good to come, sometimes that will be ignored. Then it will come later after you've given up all hope. It's mocking you.
Yeah.
Come.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Anyways. Um.
Or I could say, at least you don't have boobs infected with parasites that grow off into their own boob crabs and reinfect you again.
Yeah.
And then eat people and
Yeah.
cats and
Eat
rats.
people, eat cats, rats, probably dogs, honestly.
Most likely, yeah. Like if a Pomeranian shows up around them, that little pooch is dead.
Yeah. Anyways, Hatchet, last words go.
Um, I wish I had more money to give to more porn artists. That is all.
um. Yeah, anyways, Danger Noddles. I'll be doing content forums back on Tuesday, Analog Horror Wednesday, and tier listing, uh, Thursday. Again, that'll be plus the streams because I got a bunch of night shifts. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time for your next mission. If you see Hedge streaming tomorrow, annoy the fuck out of him.
This feels like even more pointed than normal. But I'm also not going to complain because you're telling people to go watch my stream, which I'm happy with. So whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, uh, uh, and also, mammary gland failure.